なかなか日本ではないんですよ。だから特にそういった建築系が好きな方なんかにはもう絶対受ける物件だと思うんで、ぜひお勧めします。本当に素晴らしいなというふうに思ってます。はい。
This beautiful home sits in Yamanakako, Yamanashi, just 90 minutes from Tokyo by car, on a spacious 900 square meter plot. It's in one of Japan's most popular vacation spots. But the best part, it's not just for sale. It's right next to Mount Fuji. Konnichiwa minasan, Anton in Japan here, and in this video I will give you an exclusive tour of this beautiful Japanese architectural masterpiece. Original order-made details. This house was built 31 years ago by a Japanese famous celebrity. And in order for you to understand a little bit about the story and the history of this house, we've invited a special guest, Sato-san. Konnichiwa, Sato-san.
この家へようこそ。
佐藤さん、自己紹介お願いいたします。
はい、訳あり不動産の佐藤と申します。この業界入って今9年目なんですけど、ちょうど5年ほど前からブログをずっと書いてまして、でそこに訳あり物件をずっと開けてます。アントンさんと出会ったきっかけっていうのが、僕のブログをアントンさんが見てくれて、私はですね、もうボロボロ物件を再生するのが好きで、これからもどんどんやっていきたいなと思ってます。はい、
この素晴らしい物件についてちょっと皆様にちょっと紹介してくれないでしょうか。
もともとですね、こちらは、ちょっと名前は出せないんですけど、日本のかなりセレブといいますか、芸能界で誰でも知ってるような方ですね。その方が約31年前にこちらをもうね、おそらく1億円近くの金額をかけて作られてるんですよ。それでこの物件はいまだにですね、31年経ってもこれだけ綺麗だったり、この物件ですね、すごくデザイン的に非常にユニークなので、おそらくそういった建築系の方であったり、こういった建物に興味のある方にはすごくあれですよね、興味抱いていただけるというか、この物件はですね、非常にこのオーダーメイドに作られてまして、天井も約5メーターほどあります。でこのドアなんかも全部オーダーですね。これ3メーターほどあるんですけど、自然が多くて、なおかつその空間がゆったりしているので癒されますよね。
佐藤さん、ありがとうございます。この家についてなんかハウスツアーを、やりましょうか。Let's have a tour of this beautiful house. Let's start with the first floor, where the main entrance is located.
どうぞ。
はい、ありがとうございます。Just past the entryway, this fireplace creates a soft divide between the entrance and the expansive main room. These radiators act as subtle room dividers. And next to them, a fully custom built-in storage unit blends in the space beautifully. Slipper. We're in a Japanese house, right? They're a little too small, but... はい。
じゃあまずは和室。
はい。
こちらにね、和室があるんですよ。
The floor plan is unique and a bit hard to grasp at first. A few tiled steps lead down into a traditional Japanese room with a distinctive ceiling. You'll notice the borderless tatami mats, a luxury detail, paired with low furniture, typical of Japanese interiors. And in the back, shoji screens. But not just any shoji screens. These are called yukimi shoji.
ここに座りながら雪が見える。
Yuki means snow, and mi means to look, like hanami, flower viewing during sakura, but for watching the snowfall. And some warm light here, together with a really tall ceiling.
そう、天井は高いですね。
すごいよね。素敵だね。そういう風にも閉めれるんだ。Just all these subtle details that you see everywhere is pretty cool, I think. And we have a sideways yukimi here. Yeah, and as you can see, like all of these tiny details everywhere. And this is another thing. これ珍しいじゃん。
だからこれ全部同じなんだけど、あれも。
はい。Radiators, very uncommon in Japan, by the way. It's like an illusion. You can kind of look through it, but at the same time not. But on the other side, we have Ryukyu tatami. There is another tatami room as well, and this time with a more modern interpretation.
4人寝られます、こちらに。それぐらいのスペースが。
And then the heater on the walls. All the heaters are either blue or yellow.
Yes.
ですよね。Why so many heaters in this house? The ceiling, impressively high. Keeping this space warm in winter takes effort. And this is something I personally love, like the abundance of sunlight, together with the shape. As you move closer to the kitchen and main living area, natural light floods in through large windows. The floor dips slightly to reach the dining table, creating a smooth, natural flow into the kitchen. Look at this, guys. This is not cheap. This line, it's... I've never even seen something like this. Custom wood and metal accents frame a stainless steel kitchen that extends into a thick wooden table. The stainless finish gives it a slightly industrial, almost restaurant-grade feel, and those professional burners reinforce that vibe. But it's really beautiful, and stainless is kind of cold, but then the moment you kind of step out into this big room, it feels immediately way more warm. And as you can see outside, completely surrounded by nature. It's peaceful here. So even though the sakura was in full bloom in Tokyo last month, they still haven't bloomed here. Not yet. So they upgraded the deck. The wooden deck is something that you gotta be careful about if you're buying a house in Japan every 10 years or so. Thanks to the humidity, thanks to termites, you gotta change it. I think this is hinoki, stained hinoki.
ヒノキですかね。
ですよね。So the house is about 160 square meters big, but there's only 2 real bedrooms. This floor is huge, but still, being this sized one floor, it still feels very different depending on where in the house you are. It's a little bit colder in the kitchen. Here with the high ceilings, this is kind of the living area. And then when you follow this like round kind of structure, passing this very famous designer chair. If you know which one this is, leave me a comment about it. I'm sure you do. And then when you come here, this is kind of like a leisure area. It's a bit darker, even though the windows goes all the way to the corner here. It's way more cozy. There's a lot of ways that you can play around with lights. We're in the same room and the amount of light just dropped drastically. What I really like is that they've been very thoughtful about the placement of lights, and I love it here.
So now you've seen the beautiful kitchen, the beautiful living room, and then one of the bedrooms.
Which brings us to the second layer of the home, lower level.
このエリアが一番好きでしょうか？
そうですね。
You would believe that this is a door, but this is just partitions. And one little detail that I really like here is a cork detail here on the steps.
On the way down to the master bedroom, you'll pass the bathroom. Take note of all the bold, unusual shapes throughout this level.
And then we have the master jacuzzi.
And just look at the size of this hot tub.
If you have been in a Japanese onsen or a sento, you know how shallow they usually are. This is your own private one. How many people can fit in here? 2, 3, 4 people, potentially. And if this was my house, I would love to put a sauna out there. So you can sit here in the jacuzzi, you can enjoy the view. You see the Yamanakako, and then when you step up here, you'll build a kind of a barrel sauna or some kind of sauna right here. That would be a dream, and that's exactly how I would have done it. Everything is like made for this house. Let's check out the master bedroom as well.
Then finally, the master bedroom.
So this is the master bedroom on the -1st floor.
A surprisingly large room currently set up with 2 full-sized beds and located right next to the jacuzzi.
It's about 20 square meters, and there's actually an almost the same size room inside of here. You have to buy the house to find out what's inside. I don't even know.
The room opens directly onto the lower terrace, complete with concrete flooring and a built-in barbecue area. tucked right into the forest.
These many big windows and this much sunlight is really rare.
So, after touring this stunning home, you're probably wondering, what is the price? This house is currently listed at 60 million yen, or roughly 400,000 US dollars. And if you're looking for a turnkey vacation home near Tokyo, I believe this is a rare opportunity to own an architectural masterpiece like this.
So this was an almost full tour of literally one of the most beautiful houses I've ever toured in Japan. Thanks to my good friend Sako-san. ありがとうございます。
どうもありがとう。
訳あり不動産の佐藤です。Seeing a beautiful house like this in person is way better than on screen. On top of that, the story is pretty fascinating. And if you're interested in purchasing this beautiful house, I can introduce you to Sato-san. Thank you so much for watching. Anton in Japan here. Let's revive some more beautiful homes together. ありがとうございます。